Whoever is gonna say that graffiti is easy or light or, I don't know, something like a game, well, it's lying, dear writers. This is not a game, this is not light at all, as you can see. And if you want to do stuff in the way I do, like cheap but keeping the quality as high as possible, well, it's not even easy. Let me tell you this. By the way guys, welcome on my sofa and so in this new graffiti video. As you've seen, I prepared all the stuff off camera. There is just one last thing to do. Because I need a tone-on-tone color about the filling to make overlapping shadows. And I don't have the proper tone in my storage, but I can try to make it. Fritz the Montana Black. I don't know if it is working, but this is a wonderful picture, if you ask me. The cans are producing some sounds, so I guess that's working. But now, since it's pretty late, as you can see, it's time to go. Yeah, that one is my bathroom. So let's go! Here we are, usual legal wall, with a wonderful coat of bucket paint, which is not mine. I'll paint here over Mr. Kabilame. Do you know this guy? Well, the news is that it started raining. Wonderful. I have to admit that I challenged the weather forecast because they said that today was gonna rain a little bit, and indeed the rain now is not heavy at all. I even like this kind of super light rain, but if it gets worse, well, it's gonna be a problem. So I don't want to waste more time. Let's sketch. I can't see shit. Rain is getting a little bit heavier. I really hope that it will stay like this. Okay, the first part of the sketch is done. I took out the letters from my head and of course from the sketch, and I put them to the wall, which is the most difficult part of the entire painting process for me. Now I have to define the letters a little bit better with another color, probably a pinkish one, and then I can start the background, I guess. I don't know. Looking at the piece through the screen of my phone, well, I'm noticing that it's pretty small. 2 blocks and something, considering that one block is these sides that the helpful vent alter ego is showing to you right in this moment. Well, I basically don't care about it. Otherwise, I really like painting small because it means saving money, but in this case, well, I'll have to use more grey bucket paint for the background. I'll probably cover from the first block to the third, leaving this half block as it is now, because it would be only a waste of bucket paint. It's just a dedication, so it's okay. There are 2 schools of thought about what I'm doing right now. Refined sketch with another color. Some writers think that it helps to be more and more precise. On the other hand, other writers think that it's useless or that it might be done directly with the filling color, which it is possible if you have a filling color, but as you know, it's not my case, since the roller is not as comfortable as a spray can to make lines. Now it's time for the background. Look, Kabilame is watching my piece. By the way, I really hope that the most hardcore writers in the comments will not find this disrespectful. To be honest, I don't give a fuck. This is a legal spot. Pieces gets painted over and over and over. I've had many conversations with some guys in the comments below my videos who say that showing the crossing of someone else's piece without pre-covering it with bucket paint is disrespectful. Hell no, dear guys, because this is just the truth. This is what happens when you want to paint once a week but you don't have the money to pre-paint all the time all the walls you paint. People have been doing it for years and years, and the only difference between those people and me is just that I'm filming the fucking process. Yeah, I'm a little bit angry on this, but I have to say that I had also one conversation that was actually constructive and wonderful, but not in the comments of the videos, of course, but in real life, because in real life 99% of the writers behave. Sorry, but I had to say it. We are in fucking 2023. Live in the past, the fucking dogmas. In the life, in politics, and also in graffiti, guys, please. By the way, I'm gonna change this ending because it really ruins the boat structure of the piece. Yeah, I just invented it. You know, the bottom looks like the bottom of a boat. The correct word should be hull. Okay, like this should be better. Lamau, by the way, I was forgetting Mr. Kabi over there. Disrespectful! Now that I am a respectful writer, I can skip to do fill-in. Pro YouTuber. By the way, I'm telling you, I'm not that sure about this bucket paint because I mixed up water-based bucket paint, the pink one, and a little bit of white to make it a little bit lighter, but I don't know if it was a good idea because usually you shouldn't mix these two kinds of bucket paint. I don't know. I hope that they're gonna be good, but I don't know because I bought the cheapest one. Maybe it's gonna be shit. Okay, as I expected, is a little bit shitty. Otherwise, the bucket paint is really cool. This roller is really shitty. As you can see, it's completely destroyed. But since I expected it, well, I brought with me my tiny brush. Yo. First coat of filling done. Break time. Today no panino break, but only Gran Turchese biscotti break. But soon panini will come back. Don't worry, second layer. So, dear writers. Yeah, my nose is... yeah. I'm really in love with this color. I have to say that in the video is a little bit more saturated than in reality, but even in real life is very good. Now it's time for the outline. The plan for this piece is to make it without background, just with outline shadow with the same color of the outline and overlapping shadow with a darker gray. But to do this I have to be very precise with the outline. It's getting a little bit windy, by the way. I really hope that this is not a sign of a rainstorm coming. Not cool, dear writers, not cool, so... Before I die, let's make this outline.
I'm gonna bash him right the fuck in.
Ooh. As you can see, I only sketched the shadow, I didn't fill them. Now, drop shadow. I'm gonna use this color for the drop shadow. I know it's pink, but only apparently, because I used the mixing technique also to get a gray color. I will link the tutorial that I've used to do it at the end of this video. It started raining again. Unfortunately, the pink that I mixed up and planned for the shadow doesn't work at all. There is not enough brown in it. Anyway, since I knew that this was a possibility, I brought a backup color. Not the perfect one, but should work. Affanculo però.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains.
Well, as you can see over here, I'm almost done. The highlights are missing, but the problem is that I don't have enough brain cells to press the recording button on the camera. Yeah, sometimes I am dumb, more than usual. As you can see over here, I'm done. Porca puttana, stavo cadendo. And I'm really proud of this piece. I really like it. Do you remember in the first video of 2023 I said that this year is gonna be all about preparation? At least for this first piece, it worked out. But as always, let's analyze it, and as always, let's start from the balancing, which today reminds me of a boat, as I told already. This because it's a bit different than usual. The V is the complex letter on which the other ones are placed, but not the E. The V and the E today create one united structure. Only M and T stand alone. And since the E is a throw up, there is no overbalancing anyways. The boat feeling is due to the two arrows and this shape of the V. But leaving out the jokes, it gives an extra power to the structure, since it's not just one straight stick. Curved structures are better than straight ones in terms of composition when the piece is that compact. Or compact, I don't know. There are 4 chips in this piece. On E, N and T they are cool and well placed. This one between V and E is not as cool as the other one. It should have been specular with this one, but it was impossible, so I placed it like this. But Vent from the Future, which I am, is gonna tell you maybe the piece would have been cooler without this chip. Anyway, is a detail. It is still working pretty cool. This element and the piece in general. About the letters, the V is really flowish, chip and lead are well placed, and the small side push is much cooler than the original version. Well done, dear Vent from the past. The E, the M and the T are super normal throw-up letters. I only want to say that the horizontal stick of the T could have started a bit lower, but again, we are talking about details. The color scheme is really cool. In the next future I will work with tone-on-tone colors very often, because it's an easy and cheap way to make nice color combos. And you know, cool and cheap is my motto. And even if in this piece there is not a pure tone-on-tone color scheme, the brick red of the outline match perfectly with the tuna pink of the fill-in. The only thing that doesn't work perfectly is the overlapping shadows color, the one of the fill-in. The fill-in color is a tuna pink, really light, and the one of the overlapping shadows is a beige, but it lies to your eyes well enough to seem right, and that's the important thing. Anyway guys, I hope you like this piece. This year I want to do things properly, and in my opinion I started really well. Let me know what do you think in a comment, and if you like the piece and the video, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell if you don't want to miss any graffiti video. Also because the next one will be about an even better piece, in my opinion. Stay tuned, and as always, see you next time.